place I want to put
So
working.
the least stressful, yes, the least stressful. Some.
Oh wow, I mixed it up. So in the first priority, I placed the higher stressful situation.
The
Okay.
Me also, actually, so probably we can proceed like it.
Okay, let's put it this way. It actually doesn't matter. Then you want to start from the most stressful to the least stressful, yes? Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, the most stressful for me, I think, working with people you don't like, because if you need to daily communicate with some strange person, so it's possible to resolve this situation, but sometimes people. So if you want to compromise in something, but it's not guaranteed that person near you agree with it. So maybe we have kind of person, no, I have only my decision and that's proper way. So, if person not going to be ready for compromises and so on, it's not so good team member, I guess.
Yeah, it's highly important to work with people who are at the same page with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Alona, do you want to provide next one?
Next one for me, actually, at the first place, I put no job satisfaction. Because you can work with really cool people, but if you do something what you don't like, and you have no satisfaction from your job, it's a straight way to burn down.
Actually, it's the second one in my list.
The second one in my list, working with people you don't like.
Wow. So I think that it's kind of connected why we are sitting
together, right?
Together, yeah. Maybe Igor knows something.
Probably. And what do you have at the third place?
At the third place, not having enough control over job-related decisions. Because it's kind of not interesting just work like machine.
Or like мальчик для битья, when you have no control, but you need to do some stuff, and after it you need to answer for someone else. It's not good.
It's pretty interesting and motivate when you can share your ideas and kind of like that.
Can agree. And the third place for me, I have not work that is not engaging or challenging. Most of all, I choose it because of challenging. It's about me fully. If I do one routine job, which I know for 100% day per day, it's a bit annoying for me even. I don't like it. And I need to make challenges, and I start to create challenges for myself, and it's not always good. So I'm in the right place now because I have challenges 5 times per day, and it's okay. But at the first place, yes, not having enough control.
On the first place, yeah. Okay.
So the next one is work that isn't engaging or challenging.
Seems we're talking about the same.
Guys, you are perfect colleagues. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, looks like yeah. Because if you work without any challenges, so you kind of like template developers. So it's not
Like
so interesting.
Like a plant, you just do routine work, and that's all.
Yeah, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and kind of that. But if you need to provide some custom service or something like that. Wow.
Oh, if I was your boss, I would proud of you, both of you. Okay, great. Oh, so what comes next?
My turn. I put on the next place actually low salary, because to do something challenging, to be satisfied with work, to work with great people, engage, and etc., and not to be paid for it, it's a bit sad, I guess. And in our society, you can do, of course, something what can be your hobby and to be satisfied with your job, but to live a normal life, you need to be paid for it.
Actually, you will not trust me because it's also the next one in my list.
Guys, are you sitting together and cheating?
No.
Not yet.
That's the reason why I'm going to tell that you will not trust me.
Okay, so it was number 5, yeah, for you both.
Yep.
Low salary. Okay, so
The next one, I have pressure to meet rising expectations. Not sure that I understood it in the right way, but my boss actually have huge expectations on me, and I have a lot of worries about it. I need to work. It's not like he demanding it, but I need it for myself. Like I need to do more and more and more, and sometimes I overwork just because I'm trying to meet his expectations, and it's a bit difficult to live in such mode. Of course, it's challenging. Sometimes I like it, but it's difficult.
Especially when you are a perfectionist, yes,
Oh,
and you want
yes.
everything to look pretty and nice and be perfect.
Yes.
Okay, Alex, what about you?
Actually, it's hard to choose. I guess that working overtime and urgent deadlines is kind of different things. So I decide to place working overtime because looks like it's something about regular. And so sometimes I like to stay at work extra time, but if it's regularly, it's not so good practice because your brain become kind of like cup of buckwheat if you overtime daily.
Like cooked buckwheat, yeah.
Yeah, cooked buckwheat. So it's better to overtime when you want, because even yesterday I wanted to play with new features, so to provide better user experience. So it was
Features?
even without, yeah,
Features, you mean, yeah? Like features.
features, yep.
Features.
To provide better user experience. So it was interesting for me, and if it's interesting for me, why not? But if it's on
Basis.
regular basis, it's not so good for general life velocity, even for.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, so it's number 3. Yeah.
I
Or
guess, yeah.
4. Okay. Okay, Aliona, your turn.
The next one, I put lack of job security. And for now, I think that
lack.
yes. And for now, I think that I could put it a bit. I can rise it even a bit. For me, it's quite important to spend all my time in the place where I feel secured. Like I know that tomorrow will happen and nothing will change, and there won't be such critical risks like someone just. Okay, I met it in my life, and I don't like to repeat it. And I really, when I choose current place to work, it was almost the first thing which I researched how it goes here.
To be confident in your future job.
At least nearest one, yes.
Okay. Okay, Alex, your turn.
So maybe I need to extend a little bit sentence. So being criticized by the boss, it's okay. Criticized by the boss, it's okay if it's subjective and objective. If it's not objective, maybe some bad mood. Yep. So it's not okay. I had an experience when I started my career. So one guy was kind of team leader, and so once he had really bad mood, and he just started to how to say it.
Tell everyone off.
Yeah. Everyone in the room was blamed in something. So almost 10 people was not so good, but he's the only one who is D'Artagnan. And I don't like such kind of to be criticized. Criticized. But if it's objective, it's even thankful from my side, because if it's objective, wow, I can learn something new and be better next time.
Okay, I see. Adwana?
The next one I would choose urgent deadlines. It's always difficult to meet it, especially when you're a manager, and it's like burn atmosphere around you, everything in fire, and everyone is shocked, and you need to manage it. And even if you don't do anything by your own, like you're not code or you're not doing stuff, it makes me feel really empty, like exhausted after such cases, when I need to dance around everyone in the team, comfort someone, argue with someone, and it's quite challenging. Yeah. And working such schedule always, it's almost impossible, I guess.
So the responsibility, yes, you feel pressure of responsibility. Okay. Was it the last one? Alex, yeah.
The pressure to meet rising expectations, it's also relative, because if it's target of the business, maybe it will really improve some kind of user experience and so on. That's okay. But sometimes customers may feel that you kind of like want to improve product. So when I work on projects, I like to even propose sometimes to customers or maybe management, maybe some improvements or so on. And sometimes they start to overuse it. So they delegate a lot of stuff. And after that, you are smoothly become to regular working overtime.
You mean they ask you to improve more and more things, yes, and they don't appreciate your like time that might be your free time.
Yeah. So everything should be in balance. So I always open to propose something or maybe to improve something, but it should be kind of controlled, because wow, we need to develop new features, but in the same time we need to polish a lot of stuff.
Okay, I see. Yes. And it was it the last point Yes.
For me, I have to work in overtime, and the last one being criticized.
Okay. Why do you put this put the situations like the list? Why do you rate them the least stressful?
Actually, working overtime is just your own choice. It's your choice to agree it, for disagree it, organize your job like it, to avoid it, and it's can be ruled on regular basis. Actually, just you need to want it. And for me, it's okay to work overtime because I usually choose it, and I can manage how many overtime I can do today or tomorrow, etc., etc. And there are no problem for me. And being criticized by the boss just because of current situation, if my boss criticized me now, I know that it's it's something what I need to do. Is there no situations, at least for last 2 years, when I was criticized for something not important or something like it? So it's always like a way for me to improve something, and I guess it's even not a disadvantage but advantage. I really like it. Of course, it's stressful a bit, and you feel, especially when you're perfectionist, you feel a bit. I even don't know which.
Call to action. You feel call to action, maybe.
No, I wanted to say like sad, disappointed that you did not meet someone's expectation, like you lose something, you feel stressed, but it's a way to improve something, and it's great.
Okay, that's great. You've got very nice experience, and your boss probably is very wise director. Yes, that he feels you to feel comfortable when he is criticizing you.
A lot of people feel fear about him, but actually he's like it. He just screams sometimes, but in this screaming, there's always something useful.
There's some useful things.
Yep.
About it.
He just trying to share experience. So
in such emotional way.
it depends on person.
Okay, nobody is perfect, so yeah. Okay, and the last point for Alex is.
So I have two. It's I guess that urgent deadlines and urgent deadlines and lack of job security. Because urgent deadlines, okay, it happens sometimes. Sometimes
Is it? I think all the time. No.
I guess that if we are talking about urgent deadlines when you need to to have some sleepless few nights, so it's kind of broken production release or something like that. So when 100 or even thousands of people are blocked, but they need it urgently also. So that's the payment for your previous bad things. So maybe some technical debt was
your errors. Yes.
Yeah, some errors. Maybe in some places you decided, wow, I'll cheat a little bit, later complete.
And wait, crunch.
Yeah. And regarding lack of job security, so there are almost always things to do. So we can maybe, for example, if you are at the bench, so every company has something to do, some internal projects, maybe self-improvement for further project. So you can learn in the short terms requested technology. For example, backend if you are front end, and join team that need help.
So you are always provided with some kind of work to do, and you never feel like, oh my God, I don't have a project to work on. What should I do next? Yeah. Like.
Actually, I don't remember in my life such kind of situations. Maybe that's the reason why I placed it at the last priority. So
Great.
just skip it.
Okay, so great. Oops. Okay, the next one. I guess we'll skip this one. So the next thing we are going to do is watch the video about coping with stress. And here you will hear some solutions how to deal with your emotional condition during a stressful situation. But let's first like hear out your ideas. How do you cope with stress? And maybe you heard of some good strategies how to maintain calm and how to lose less temper in stressful situations. So, any ideas? What is the best strategy to be calm and to be emotionally balanced during stress or after it?
From my experience, even in the middle of the stress, you need to sit a little bit, for example, for 5 minutes and
Try.
breathe in, breathe out, and understand that no one complete things for you. So you can decide stay in stress and not complete anything also, or you can throw out emotions and so complete just complete the source of stress, because
to go and get things done. Yes.
yeah just complete the source of stress, because it's like snowball.
Yes, very nice strategy. Okay, thank you, Alena. What's your ideas?
I would say drink a wine, but no. Actually, the difficult thing for me, and the most difficult, and now I'm trying to learn to teach myself how to do it, but it always helps. When you're in the middle of the stress and you're in fire, you need to even not calm down, but try to remember for what you're doing it. Like if there's a big aim or something helpful for you, it helps you to collect all your power and to do something. And if there are no thing for which you need to play with it, I don't know, to be into it, to be into stress, and you should not do it at all. It also helps to avoid some such situation when it's useless for you and you need to spend your time, your temper, your power for something useless for you, and you just go away from it.
Okay. So now I think this video might provide you with some new ideas how to deal with stress, and you need a link. Yeah, I will send you the link. And okay, here you are. So watch the video and come back.
Stress. Everyone experiences it both at work and in their personal lives. It's often caused by changes in the world around us that we can't control. But what we can control is how we cope with and react to stress.
Could someone please mute?
Sorry, it's probably me.
Thank you.
Okay, have you finished?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so what useful ideas on how to cope with stress did you hear in this video?
I guess the core idea is investment of yourself life quality.
Invest into your life quality.
And to invest in such investment with time management, like plan your life.
Plan your life, yeah. What other ideas? Two more, yeah.
Make list, do sport, prioritize everything, and plan again.
Yes, and one more idea about hobbies, yeah? Why is it important to have a hobby?
Yeah. It's important because you kind of doing what you like, and in this time you relax maybe. So your brain can do something that you like in automatic way, and it's time to relax a little bit.
Yes, that's right. And one more idea about social media and the news. What did the author of this video say about it?
So I can say in my way, social media kind of they just fucking our brains. Sorry for
a rough word, but yeah, it describes
sorry,
current situation
but
the best.
this is the best way to say it.
Yes, so when you watch news, especially when everybody says that it's the end of the world and everything is going to be worse and worse, it's very overwhelming, yeah, and it's important to, when you feel like overloaded with negative information, just to cut yourself off it, yes, and just don't watch it.
Yeah, I remember discussions about politicians, etc., etc., etc. So people around just forgot about their life and just discuss what happens.
Yes, that's right. And physical exercises. Why is it a very easy and a good way to reduce your stress level?
Because when we have physical exercise, for example, our blood become more healthy. We are going to be more healthy. We are taking a ton of breeze to our brains. So, and from that we receive better velocity to resolve tasks.
Yes, and since stress is a physical reaction, it on source of negative feelings. Physical exercises help you to reduce the hormone cortisol. Yes, because it's the hormone which is responsible for like for our body to deal with dangerous situation. Yes, it when it rises, our brain tells us fight or run away. Yes, and we need to like face with the source of negative emotion or to just avoid it. And when you do physical exercise, you like reduce your cortisol level, and you actually like it's the easiest way to like stay healthier is to exercise after a stressful moment.
And also cortisol is the way to self-destruction, because when we have high level of cortisol, it distracts our muscle body, and even some kind of how to say it, our cells, body cells, so
Yes.
heart,
Yes.
stomach, etc.
Yes, and it's very negative physical reaction. Okay, the last task for you is look at these pictures and think about the reasons why these people are stressed out and what has caused their condition. And it's a kind of game. You need to speak about situation which is illustrated in the picture, and don't tell it's picture one and the man is stressed out because he is in a traffic jam or something. Yeah, you need to explain like, or describe the situation, or explain some details which will help us to guess which picture it is.
Okay.
Okay, Alena, I see you are ready. So describe a situation, and Alex, you need to guess.
I was not ready, but okay. Okay, let's imagine I spent 12 hours at work. It was quite stressful day. When I returned home, my family asked me to prepare them a dinner because they did not manage to do it by their own. And there are no ingredients for such a dinner, and they also did not buy it.
Oh my God, it was a fatal error.
So I guess that it can be both 1, 5, and 6. But for sure,
Be more
it's
specific.
Okay, let's imagine in this situation, I did not sleep probably for previous 24 hours because of some situation at work, and I'm really exhausted.
it's 5. Looks like it's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, cooking dinner sometimes it's like your second or third or fourth job, and it's the least thing you want to do after a stressful day.
That's why I'm not fond of cooking, unfortunately.
You are lucky to be born in 21st century. Okay, Alex, your turn.
Alena, let's imagine that I was not able to pay myself. To invest in myself to improve my visual point of
Image, your image.
image. Yep. Before quarantine, and right now some things closed, and I need, for example, my mom help, or maybe neighbor,
or one-handed friend.
yeah, or even myself. So, and after that, I'm going to be Mamin Modnik.
Yeah, the most fashionable guy in the district.
Yep.
I guess it's about picture two. I'm trying to stop imagining you with such a guest.
Actually, I had a stupid idea to become Bob at the quarantine.
To be bold.
Yeah,
To
Bob.
remove all your hair on your head.
I see one meme in while I was surfing the internet, like a good hint to how to keep yourself to stay at home while quarantine. Actually, to do something with your hair dressed by your own, and you won't want at all the people to see it while it will be okay or something like it, and you will stay at home or
It's your
browse.
motivation to stay at home, to grow your hair back. Actually, it's a very real situation. One of my friends who is sitting at home and he can't have his hair cut, he sent me messages on Telegram where he pictured all the process of having his hair cut. And it was such funny because he shaved one half of his head, then second one, then he had this Iraqis. How is it called? He looked like a punk, and I recommended him to dye his hair green, and he would just be perfect to play in some rock band. Or
not that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And the last task for today is continue the sentences so that they are true about you. So here you have some phrases that are synonyms to the word annoyed or irritated. Yeah. So in other words, you can say to get on somebody's nerves. Yes, to be annoyed. Or it rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, it rubs me the wrong way. It's an idiom. Yeah, it's also I feel irritated with something. Then you can say it ruffles my feathers, which I always imagine a bird, which I pet, which I'm petting, and the bird is not happy with it. Another phrase is see red, like when people get really furious, their eyes might go red because of blood. Yeah. And the last one, drives me up the wall. So it means like it drives you crazy. Yeah. So let's do it one by one again. And Alena, can you start? And we will give you maybe some pieces of advice on how to deal in this situation. Okay.
Okay. The last time something got on my nerves was a really strange woman in the shop who was trying to fight with me for a jar of corn.
Okay, so Alex, let's give Alena some good piece of advice. So maybe you should have ordered some food to your place.
I like your idea with coughing.
Oh, with coughing. At least you could have done some revenge.
So maybe in this case, you should be speaking Spanish or even emulated, so some kind of but in the Spanish way.
Probably in Italian.
Italian, okay. I don't know where is worse situation.
In New York.
And currently in New York, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you have a great English and you can. Wow, I'm recently from New York, and take it.
I have worries that this woman won't understand me at all. She looks like she will understand just surжик.
Okay, you can say, я приехала с Нью-Йорка.
Вы не знаете, где здесь поликлиника, где можно сделать тест на коронавирус, да?
Куда можно покашлять?
Ке-ке.
Okay. So yeah, well, really very unpleasant situation. I feel very sorry about you. Okay. And then Alex, your turn.
It rubs me the wrong way when some unpredictable things happen. For example, when something become broken at home.
Okay. So if I were you, I would stick to minimalism way of life to reduce the number of things you've got in your flat or in your place, and so that less things were broken.
And if it's happened, after all, you can call to the wife for an hour. And she will come and rebuild everything.
Do we have this service? Really?
I found husband for an hour, but when I called it, the woman come to me to repair my
Oh, really? Wow.
machine, and they told me that they are planning to open also live for an hour, but they have a lot of worries that man won't understand it in proper way.
Okay, so Alex, you have
So-
a wonderful chance to break something and invite a nice lady to fix everything.
But right now it's quarantine. I prefer to be safe.
Yeah. Oh,
And
on
if-
the other hand,
And
yeah.
even after quarantine, it's better to be safe. Because I don't know where she was previously.
Yeah, well, good. Next one.
In the morning, it ruffles me my feathers,
Feathers.
right? Feathers when I just woke up and found my flat covered by fur, and I understood
Fur, with fur.
with fur, and I understood that my cat started to change his fur. I don't know how to explain it in another way.
To lose hair, to lose fur.
To lose fur because of summer, and after all, actually, I spent 2 days to clean up everything in my flat, and today he started it.
So the one thing I can recommend you, if you don't like this stuff with fur, you
Shave?
you might buy a bald cat, yeah, the breed which doesn't have hair on its skin.
They're scaring me a bit, actually.
I remember the joke from the Friends show where Rachel got a cat like that, or maybe Phoebe, and Ross said, "Why does your cat look inside out?"
Yeah, actually, yeah. Like small cute demons.
Yeah.
So actually, I think that buying of the new cat, it's not proper way, because it's your animal. It's kind of part of your family right now. But it's should not stop you to make some hair dress for this cat. So
Haircut.
I totally agree with Tamara. So you can just hair dress it a little bit to be like Sphinx.
I believe if I try to do it, it will be much worse situation than those which we discussed in previous photos about your hair dress. It will look really ugly.
Is your cat fluffy? Like, has it got
so
sick?
much.
Oh, then just look, just Google it, and there are really nice pictures of cats' haircuts.
I found one actually with small irokeses, and it was looked like a dinosaur. I don't know.
Dinosaur, yeah.
Dinosaur. And it was really cute, but I guess my cat's temper won't allow us to do it with him. Or we need to, I don't know.
I have a decision for you.
Mhm.
Just a second, please. Let's continue. I'll send it in the Skype.
Okay. So at work, I'm irritated with. Alex, it's your turn.
At work, I'm irritated with maybe some. Let's think. At work, I am irritated, so it's kind of doing something not so performant. Yep.
It might be anything. I'm irritated with people who leave cups on my
Irritated,
desk.
like раздражен, yes?
Yes, annoyed.
Okay.
Annoyed with anything.
At work, I am irritated with kind of persons who persist not washed cups, etc., at the common table. So
Mhm.
if
Who
they're
don't
going to eat or drink, that's okay. But if they already completed, so it's better. If they don't have any maybe extra calls, etc., it's better to clean up.
So people who are messy at work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, um, maybe you should. Do you guys use the same cups at work, or does everyone has
Everyone has.
his own cup?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, then that solution doesn't work. So
I tried actually to hide such cups. And after some comments in the main chat where everyone like, who could see my cup or who could see something, and then they found it, they tried to be more careful with it.
Okay, so you are hiding and then asking for some. You're kidnapping basically people's
Actually,
cups.
yes, but Alex, please don't tell anyone in office that it was me.
Okay.
Alex,
Yeah, well, actually, it's a good idea because people need to, if they don't understand basic rules of hygiene, yes, and somebody must teach them how to behave, yes. So.
Yeah, everything that you provided works, and also we can maybe. So if it's just keep it.
Okay, so let's move to the next one. Yeah, I see red, Alona. I see red when my friends.
I see red when my friends lose their lives for something useless. I know a lot of people who has really great potential,
Who are promising.
who are really promising and super smart, but when they meet with some issues in their lives, they just stop everything and they just drink alcohol, playing video games, do nothing, does not.
Stop describing Alex. It's very rude.
Sorry, Alex.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm laughing too.
So something like it, and it really makes me crazy when it's not like we have a lot of time to do something in our lives, unfortunately. And when I see people in my age who lose such a treasure like a time, it makes me really angry. I see red and all these synonyms.
Yes, some people think that they have more than one life. They are cats or Buddhists.
Yes,
They can waste one life and then, yeah. Okay.
It's like for hamster, Alex.
No, if there are why? Even if there are small Chinese child, it's not for hamsters.
I know such circles used for hamsters, but I guess it's not about me only. I guess it's a cool decision for people who has children. Just a big room to such circles and to close it, and they will have fun.
Okay, so you offer Alona to put her cat into this Zork thing, yeah?
Yeah. If she want to, how to say погладить.
Pet it.
Pet.
Yeah, if Alona want to pet the cat, it's okay to open it. If don't want, let's close it.
And how should she feed it? Like to put food in there and
We can drill small holes.
Holes?
Yep.
Alex, I have worries that in a few hours after I close my cat there, once I open it, it will blow with fur all over
Oh, it's a bomb.
The district, I don't know. He's a bit too fluffy.
Okay. Okay. And Alena, no, Alex, the last one is for you, yeah? It drives me up the wall when my clients.
It drives me up the wall when my clients, in the end of complete of when solution is completed totally, well documented, etc., etc., decide to radically implement different thing,
Opposite thing,
different,
yeah, opposite.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because it's better to plan a little bit. So when it's sometimes happens that business requires new targets and so on. That's okay, but sometimes it's kind of stupid decision, because after that, uh, when you start to replace previous realization with new one, they decide, well, let's roll back. And you already spent 2 days, and you are feeling yourself like you throw out 2 days of your life. But if it's okay for business, it's okay.
So when they change their mind on some final stage of the work, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. But sometimes clients don't understand what they want, so they need to sit maybe 1 hour and understand what they actually want, because
Yeah, it's normal for people don't understand what they want when it's not like a common decision, when it's startup, when it's something new, and it's okay for them to have a lot of worries, a lot of changes, last minutes tasks, and it's a task for manager. If you have a client who has no worries and such mind changes, you don't need to have a manager. If you like in more common situation and they don't understand what they want, it's a role in the team. You need to advise them from your experience what will be better, to build such communication, to help them, because they are also like
Confused.
confused, right?
yeah, sure, totally agree with it. I'm just talking about so rare situations when client, I don't know how to say it, won't think, just won't think, but want some changes. So do something without any requirements. You propose a lot of variants, and after that, it's I don't know how to describe it. I had such situation only once, so I have really situations when something drives me up the wall, and it's hard to explain.
Some nasty client who yes who.
Yeah, it was a Ukrainian customer, and in the Ukrainian we can say about such kind of people проханий.
I don't even know the meaning of this word in Ukrainian.
It's kind of person who thinks that he is the king of life.
It's like about our mentality. It's the way how people build business in Ukraine, most of all. They don't see any future. They need to earn money right for today, and згорів сарай, гори хата. And I think that it's actually really the core person in the world, and everyone should do everything for them. And they really feel confused when you tell something like, I won't do it. It's not a problem for me just to reject it.
Yeah, maybe I initially describe it from the wrong side, the issue. So I really like to work at the startups because it's always challenging tasks, and you can communicate with customer to provide better ideas. But with Ukrainian, it's waste of time. Ukrainian customers don't appreciate.
Arrogant people, like arrogant businessmen who don't appreciate others' time. Yeah, they think that they should pay less for everything, and you should do more things.
Yeah, everyone, every customer from the outsource and out staff. I don't remember no one client with whom I don't like to work. But in the Ukraine, in the Russia, I had an experience after that experience. I decided let's skip this customers because they want everything without anything.
Yeah, unfortunately it happens, but dealing with people isn't easy sometimes. Okay, so I thank you very much for your attention.